game is sick. Hey, you like Smash? Welcome everybody. I'm Lulu. And if you're here, you probably saw the video and were like, oh, Rivals of Aether 2. I just wanted to learn that a little bit. I just saw that. What is that game about? Or maybe you saw the Deer Boy and we're like, wow, what's he about? He kind of cute. Yeah, no, I get it. We're going to take a look at this very briefly. I'm no pro. Look at that score. Look at that score up there. I am 749 in silver right now. I just got knocked down from gold a little bit ago. If you want to see the the losing streaks, you can see it live on twitch.tv/LuluTheBard. Subject to change, actually. Rivals of Aether is the epitome of, do you like Smash? Do you like Smash Bros? Super Smash Bros? For the N64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, and Nintendo Switch, and 3DS, all those, do you like those games? Well, this is that, a little more akin to the GameCube one, Melee. It's a little more accessible even, however, it has a lot of things it doesn't tell you. So, that's why I wanted to kind of sit down. We're going to do this little intro video. We're going to go step by step on how to get into it, little by little, even if it's as simple as learning a character. Rivals of Aether is a really cool game on PC. You can play it on any controller. So, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to be referring to all of the movement through the terminology on the button scheme, not by buttons. We are going to be calling just your normal attacks. We're not going to be calling specials like B buttons like we would if we were playing Smash. We're not going to be referring to strong attacks as smash attacks. And we're not going to be using buttons to explain, because the beauty of this game is that you can set your buttons to whatever you want. Let's go. We're going to go down by this little by little. So you have your movement on any controller that you have, whatever you have is set to your movement. Left and right movement. You can go left, right, you can crouch. Very easy. You can jump. You can double jump. You have a shield button. These are just basics, right? You have an attack button. You have a special button. You have a strong button. Strong attack button. And you have a grab button. So let's go down little by little. So your movement in general, walking, which is just holding the stick. You have dash, which is right when it happens at the beginning. If you just kind of like flick the stick in a direction, you know, depending on your spacing, you might want to just walk forward. Maybe you want to get somewhere quick. After you're done dashing, it slows down a little bit. So you will always go fast, and then it kind of stays at like a little consistent, not as fast pace as the initial dash. You have a jump and a double jump. When you jump and you hit your shield button in a direction, you will air dodge, and you can do this in any direction. You can do it left, you can right, you can do it down, you can do it up, you can do it diagonal, you can do it whatever. And air dodge is always good for things like recovery, just manipulating your direction a little bit with a little air dash. It's not like multiverses that you can kind of do it a lot. You can get stuck in lag, and people can take advantage of that. So air dodge with discretion. Your attack button, just one, right? But you have multiple attacks in every direction. So if you just hit your attack button, every character has at least a 3-strike combo. So just kind of like a little jab situation. If you hold your stick, so say you just hold forward to like walk, and you hit your attack button, you have a forward tilt attack. Same with down and up. These are all kind of attacks that you use to build up damage. In these games, you don't have health. You have a percentage that you build on your on your enemy, and you will from there make it easier for yourself to knock them back. As you build up damage doing different attacks, you will then be able to use your strong attacks, which you can charge up. Same deal, you have one in every direction. Those are more used to get your kills and to knock them out of the stage once you're at a high enough percentage. From there, you have your special attacks. So you'll always have a neutral special. These are attacks that are your character's special abilities. So for instance, Zetterburn, he's got this, which is kind of like a reflector situation. He's got a fireball. He's got, that is his up special, so he can kind of save himself, and his down special. Now, these are all your grounded attacks. To note, you do also have the same if you are in the air. This is with your normal attack button. You have a neutral air attack, or a nair, as people like to call it. A forward air, a back air, an up air, and a down air. Oh, wait, you also have one more attack, which would be your dash attack. Whoop. If you just dash forward, you'll do one more. Rivals of Aether 2 is more akin to Melee, in which there's a lot of movement. It's a lot faster. You can do a lot more with your character. Compared to Melee, though, if you do know anything about Melee, this game makes everything from Melee a lot easier to do and a lot more accessible. There's a lot of movement options that you have. I've shown you guys air dodge, right? You can air dodge into the ground to get a little slide. So if you do something like this, you see that? You see that little slide? Little push forward or back? That's called a waveland. Or, you've heard the term, a wave dash. In this game, it's a lot easier to do this. If you see that little cloud, you're doing hit your jump and air dodge into the ground faster. The faster you do it, obviously I'm not perfect, right? But you see, the faster you do it and start adding an angle to it, the smoother it'll come out. This is wave dashing, everybody. In Melee, it's a lot more precise. It is a lot more lenient in this game to do. What do you use wave dashing for? It's microspacing. So if you're just kind of like running at someone and you just kind of like want to fake them out, or maybe you want to come back in like facing the same direction, right? Maybe you're like, shit, I want to like go this way and like fake them out. Like there's a lot of options, but mainly it is for microspacing. You do not have to wave dash in order to be good at this game. This game does a lot. However, I do suggest you at least work on it a little bit just to have it in your toolbox. The more you do it, the easier that the muscle memory will become to be able to even do it. But I will say it is a really good tool to have. There's a lot of cool advanced movement options in this game, like wave dashing, that make the game more fun. And again, I emphasize, the best part about this game is how accessible these tools can be if you just take a little bit of time. This game does not fight you like Melee does. If anything, this game is very polished and makes everything very lenient. I'm not going to say easy, I'm going to say lenient on what you can do. This is another thing from Melee that is a little bit more advanced that I cannot get in Melee, but I can get in here because, again, they made it easier. You can do what's called a shield drop. If you are holding your shield here, yeah, you're like, crap, what do I do? You're stuck, right? No, you're not. You can actually just roll your stick, roll your movement stick from, okay, I'm gonna, editor, I'm so sorry for this. If you roll your stick from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, or a quarter circle down on your stick, you can actually just drop from a platform with your shield up, and it makes it a lot easier. It makes it so you can just get out of situations faster. An essential tool that you need to know, that this is advanced, I would say, but also necessary, is called fast falling. Fast falling is as it sounds. You push yourself down to fall faster. So literally, when you're at the peak of your jump, hold down, and you'll see that little glint. That little glint right there is going to be what indicates that you fast fell correctly. Now, you can do that with aerial attacks too. Now, that does mean that if you fast fall fast enough, it won't hit, right? Like, that is a thing. Like, you hit the ground fast enough, it won't work. Jumping itself is something to think about. Because you do have, if you just hit your jump button, you're going to do a full hop, a full jump. You're going to go all the way up, right? But if you barely tap your jump, you can get a short hop. Well, it can work a lot for you in the sense of quick attacks, getting back onto the ground easier. The quicker you get on the ground in this game, the better. You don't want to be stuck in the air. The biggest thing on this game is you want to be on the ground so you can continue moving towards or away from your opponent. That's kind of where the combo and defense systems of the game kind of go hand in hand. You always have a double jump, as mentioned, to recover. This game has a ledge grab like most Smash games do. So, you know, oh no, double jump into ledge grab. That's very normal for these games, right? Now, the unique thing about Rivals of Aether is that you have a wall jump and you can use your up special, which is usually a recovery tool with all the characters. Most of the characters. No, notice I said usually and most. Now, you have a double jump, an air dodge, and an up special. And you also have a double jump, a wall jump, an air dodge, and an up special. So, if you need to use all of them, it'll look something like this. Bam. There are restrictions. So you cannot air dodge after up special. So if I do this, notice I have no air dodge. If you use your up special, you are going to free fall. And that happens no matter where. So you cannot up special and wall jump. Your up special should be the last thing you use if you are recovering. Right? So, something to think about. If you are trying to do something down here, make sure you do that last. You want to know what one of the easiest tools that doesn't require crazy execution to do is? It's called dash dancing. And literally it's going back and forth. Just doing this is a movement option. And the faster you do it, the funnier it looks, but also the better it can kind of be to fake people out. We're not going to go over crazy neutral here. We're not going to go over that much game theory. This is literally just going over basics with a little bit more to think about that the game doesn't immediately tell you. And I'm hoping that this has been at least a decent guide to get you at least looking at your controls, trying to find a character that you like, and being able to just go from there. We're probably going to go more into what the game is trying to teach us, but the game is hard. I'd rather you guys take a little bit of time, hit some buttons, go against people. I will warn, it is very, very fast. Take some time, play against the computer. It's not bad to learn against the computer. Beat up the bot a little bit. This game is really cool. It has a lot going on for itself. And I'm really trying to push it so people check it out. If this video gets like, I don't know, 200 likes in like 3 weeks, we'll do more in-depth neutral analysis, all right? Come on back, all right? This warehouse is open for everybody. Peace. Am I not in training mode? I went to verse... I'm stupid and didn't go to the lab.